a happy Tuesday to all of y'all. It's nearing the end of March, so many new things are coming up in, over there in the Makers and Mixed Media Art and Arts Facebook group. We'll talk more about that here in a minute. All right, why are you at it? You're leaning over there. You're at
I'm leaning over. I'm just fixing the paint.
Camera stuff. This is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together,
we are PM Artist Studio.
It's pretty good, pretty good. I'll take it, I'll take it. Let's say hello to everyone that is here. If you'd like me to say hello, please say hello in the chat so that way I can say hello back. That's how that works, because otherwise I don't know that you're here. If you want to hang out in the background, that's totally fine. We appreciate you doing that as well. But guess what you need to do?
Thumbsies.
That helps us out. All right, let's say hello to everyone. We have clicking over quite the crew here. 53 it tells me.
Holy moly.
Woo! All right, let's see who I can get through here. We've got Ann, April, Art, Curious. That's Miriam. That's Heather, Carrie, Colleen, Dana, Designs and Do-Overs. I think that's, is it Kristen? No, Dawn. I'm so sorry. I don't know why that one eludes me. Eddie is here. Ellen, Estella, Fran, Griffin Chill. That's Rhonda, Joni, Kathy, Lisa, Lydia. Hello, Lydia. I believe you're new. Martha, Mary Ellen, Mary Luxa is here. Maya, Mitzi. Let's see here. PM Artist Studios here. Patty Fulton, Paula. Goodness, we have people popping in. My thing's moving. We have Joanne Weber. We've got some new people popping up. I love it. I love it. All right, we've got, let's see. Okay, so I made it to Patty Fulton, Paula, Pinka, Quirky Queens. That's Kirsten, if you haven't seen her. Journal that she made Carrie. Go over to Carrie Griffith's channel. He just showed it. It is amazing. Quite amazing. And her ATCs. I'll tell you, you guys are the best swappers in the land. Best. Rennie's here. Reverend Sonia. Silver Granny. That's Lynn. Star Travel. That's Linda. Susan Dufresne. Susie Allen. The Shelley Studio. Tina. Trish. Trish is here. Evie is here. Or soon will be. Verify. And I think we call her Fia. And that is Willow Rose Creations. Sherry. Used to be Black Dog Creations. She keeps changing things on me. Keeping it real. All right. I think I got most people. I know it kind of moved around. If I missed you, it was not on purpose. Betsy popped in there, I think, after I had gone through. Yuta is here. All right. Quite the crew. Holy cow.
Yeah, I really, I don't know what the...
I'm telling you.
I guess
Tuesday's the day.
Tuesday's the day.
Shall I pop in overhead?
Oh, absolutely. I'm ready.
You're ready. Got some things to do today.
I've been ready for 20 minutes. I'm just sitting here, cutting out little flowers from candy wrappers.
Now, just an FYI for you guys. So yes, do keep an eye out over there in Makers because, starting on the 1st, things will start, I think they spread them out as far as like all the different things that are going on. Prompts, all the, the color challenge, which we're just now calling the color study that Carrie and Paula do together. And then we've got Judy P, who has the collage prompt. There'll be the stencil prompt that's coming up from Lisa. And then we've got the Makers Creative Collab. Now that's always listed. If you guys want to, always peek ahead, that's totally fine. But there'll be some posts about that. What am I missing? Let me look at my little list real quick just to make sure, and then I'll feel better about that I hit everything. So, stencil, collage, swap, Joni. Of course, the swap. You guys did ATCs, so I think it's back on to either postcards or tags. Joni, let me know. I try to pay attention, but
Yeah, I've got some postcards ready to go. I'm gonna tweak them, but not today.
Not today.
No, I don't, because I don't really know that it's going to be postcards. It might be tags.
Okay, swap sign up comes out on Saturday. So see,
on this coming Saturday.
This coming Saturday. Okay. Yeah, y'all don't want to miss that because you only have a few days. I think on the 8th. So she'll post it on the 1st, and then
she'll pick the partners.
Yes. And then
usually she has that
till the 8th.
Yeah. By that next weekend.
Okay, and Sunday the color combo will be announced. Okay, wonderful. Look at us knowing things and doing things.
Yeah.
If you have any questions, talk to Ann. She's in charge. I just make the announcement.
If she doesn't know your SOL.
Yeah, if she doesn't know, then it's not happening.
It isn't available to the universe.
That's right. Oh, that's funny. Hey, Julie, yes. Oh, I am so glad you're here today. All right, what else we got going on here? Tags is the thing. Tags.
Tags is what's coming up next? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I love some tags.
I've got some tags, too.
Hello, Tamarie. What are you doing over there?
Well, I have quite a few things I want to talk about. I want to talk about the book, and it is coming along, and I'm figuring out some ways to attach the other pages, but I'm holding off because I found another page. I found this page. I was looking, it was there all along. And I really love this page, and I don't know why I use this page, so I want to put this page in also. So that's going, and it needs a back on it. I might have Mariah do that, but I'm going to do some gel plating, and then we're going to go through some existing pieces of tissue paper I already have.
Wonderful.
Mariah always likes it when I do that.
Mm-hmm, I do.
And I left this out here because I want to remind myself that that's what I'm going to use to gel plate. I have decided I don't like this color or this one. I don't, so what I'm going to do, and look at this. This is really brilliant. It was total accident.
Really brilliant total accident. Does that count as brilliance if it's a total accident?
Absolutely, because it means that you figured it out.
Your subconscious was working.
My subconscious was working. No, actually, Mariah was working overtime because I was telling her about, what things I had on the plate and everything. Okay, so check this out. Look at that. Is that not going to be an awesome? And this, the reason I have my...
How are you going to do that?
Well, I'm just going to whip some of this stuff here down on the plate and flop this thing down. And I'm going to do it to both of them. It'll work, Mariah. You just watch. You just sit back and watch. Because I am quite sure that the color that I used there was that.
You're not saying that you're pulling that particular print. You're just kind of showing.
I'm going to put it down on the plate and then flop that down on the plate.
Okay, I was like, that is not.
No.
Yeah.
This is I don't know what I'm going to pull this.
I think you should pull that with gold.
I know you think that. I'm not sure about that. So y'all can be thinking about that. What color you think? Now I want you also to think about this while I'm doing the others, and this will give you time because Mariah says, Mother, what you do is you ask questions and then you just go ahead and do it, and it's like you don't pay attention to people. It's like rhetorical. Well, yeah, sometimes it kind of is, and I apologize for that. And I am working on it. I'm now that I am aware of it, I can actually. Okay, so here are some thoughts. Mariah says gold. Wow, big shocker there. I say.
No, on that one, I don't
Russian.
know. I think you should do pink on that one, personally.
Oh, no.
Like piggy pink.
Oh, no. No. I don't have a thing. I don't mind pink in certain places. But I'm just not feeling that on this.
Okay.
I think that we need to keep with the
How about orange?
Underwater theme here of blues.
Oh.
And I even thought,
she's sticking monochromatic.
Okay, so Mariah didn't say, well, we've got this blue. Okay, I
think you should use the one baby blue that I was trying to find the other day. That was the other one I couldn't find that I really like.
Oh, I know. It's right here.
I don't think you have the color on the top of the lid, or do you?
Yeah,
I really like that when you do that. It's very helpful.
It's very
over here.
helpful, isn't it? When you're yeah, it's here. It's here. It's here.
Has it fallen down into the...
Oh, it may have fallen down into the nether regions. You know, that does happen occasionally. Well, I probably would have just blamed it on you.
Well, you can't because I never actually found it. So.
She never actually found it, so she can't. Well, I've got to put this down. Okay, well, be thinking about that.
Yeah.
And then thinking about the other one that already has the quinacridone burnt orange on it. And I'm trying to find... Oh, here it is.
Yes.
Light phthalo blue. It was right there.
Oh.
It was just kind of turned. Okay, the light phthalo blue might be a good way to go on that.
Okay.
And that's one of my favorite opaques.
Ooh.
I really like that.
Paula got the red. She got some of that.
Isn't it awesome?
I don't think it's arrived yet.
Oh.
20 euros per tube, though. Oof.
Did you get the Sennelier?
Mm-hmm. She did.
Well, it's coming from France. That's closer than the US of A. I don't understand that. Do not understand that. Okay.
I don't think it's always about distance.
You don't?
No.
Oh, well, I do. It's shipping.
I think it's about imports and taxes and
Okay.
things about like that.
So the other thing that we've decided here, should I talk about the binding? Or should I just go ahead and do some gel plate? I need to do some tweaking here because this is Tweaky Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I don't know what happened to all of my, but I have to, is Marcia, is she there?
I don't think I've seen Marcia yet. She usually comes in a little later.
Okay, well, remind me, because I want to talk about her box, which has been, you know, refound also. I refound a lot of things when I was cleaning.
Happens.
Okay, so here we go. And the reason I have all of this out here on this thing is because this is how I did it. And I know I've already shown you, don't want to lose my little flower that I very...
So Julie Torrance, she says use red barn red.
Red Barn Red?
Cape Cod coral.
Cape Cod coral. Well, I don't really have that, but I could make it.
Yeah, well, we have some things in the, ballpark.
Oh, yeah. And I've probably got something here that would qualify as coral. That certainly is coral. I don't know how transparent that is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and I saw that earlier, and I meant to say something about that, Carrie. So, your newly refound panel for your book, I think that was supposed to be part of the flip down thing.
Yeah. Well, originally I just made 2 of each of the pages just as backup, you know. Because remember, I already messed up one. But this is here. You can still see it. It's Miss Maribel's. I think it's some stuff that Maya sent. Some cute little sticker-on things that I'm going to figure out something to do with them. They're just cute as they can be. They look like rocks. You know, I like rocks. But anyway, I was doing this for the back of Izzy's because I want to have this in my book. Isn't that the cutest little... This is made from her drawing.
So
we actually have this in a stencil. Or a mask. I don't know what it's called.
I say I don't like... Well, there was a request for it as far as that being done. And I don't know that we ever got that far with it, but we did end up making it into some laser prints. That's why you have that. Because remember, there was something else we were working on.
Oh, yeah. And
we were going to see if we could transfer. But then you were like, I'm just going to print over it. Like, that works too.
But she loves these little Dove chocolates. And she's cute. She saves me the wrappers. We try to hide the evidence from her mommy, so.
There's a lot of sneaky business happening around here.
Sneaky business. And then, I know I told you about it, but I thought I would go ahead and redo this silver cord because that is what this started out as. Look at that. And so I kept thinking, and I put this with my book, and the original color just didn't quite make it. So all I did was I just used, one of those ones that I like a lot. It's either the transparent red iron oxide.
Just look at that top 5 8 list.
Quinacridone, Nicolazo gold, one or the other, you know. And so I've been pulling them in and out, and I have to... Is Maya here?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, I broke her little neck. So I had to
hold that up into the technology.
Fix her little neck with some of that
She
tape
can't
and glue.
press them down by the neck.
Yeah. So you have to be very careful with these little dudes. Little dudettes. And then on the other side, of course, is this. Which I just... And look at that. And I have to tell you, I use some of this stuff.
Hold that up into the technology as well, your little ribbon that you're about to talk about.
My little ribbon that I'm about to talk about. So, you saw it when it was at this stage. Did I already talk about this?
No.
Are
This
you
is
sure?
pretty new.
Well, it isn't new, but I think I just had it for a long time, and sometimes I think I talk about things, and then sometimes I do talk about things, and
Well, you think about talking.
talk about them again.
Right.
God, it's a bitch getting older. All right, so that's what I did, but then I've got to show you this. Oh, you're just gonna. Oh, I have to be careful. Don't pull them out by their little neckies, because remember this little piece of paper. Okay. So, the pocket and this little piece of paper came from Trish. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's growing.
Yes, it's growing. It has memorabilia on the interior. And that's when I think
Ephemera.
Ephemera. That's when I think you should use these sort of things. It's when they have some personal connection. I don't think you should just randomly pick some crap out of a book and shove it in your journal. I think that's stupid.
She's kind of judgy that way.
I'm very judgy. Okay, and it says... The tag itself is from Sharon.
But if you like to do that, you do that.
And I found this little wrapper. I love these ginger candies. They're like the best ever. And they have that coating on them that dissolves in your mouth. The wrapper.
I don't like those ginger candies. I kind of remember that. I think they're kind of spicy.
I love them. They are. They're very spicy.
I don't like that.
And then in one of my little places, I found this, what you call those things that come in the little cookie thing. Fortune cookies.
Did I mention that on Thursday that we're going to do your birthday stuff? I'm sorry. I'm totally listening to you, but I just said that part in my mind. I'm like, if I don't say that now.
No, you did not. You told me I couldn't open those boxes that came in the mail, but you didn't tell me
There's
that.
some things that are arriving for P. We'll be opening them on Thursday. It's her birthday.
Okay, so then I have a little note from Maya inside here, but I found this, and this just cracks me up. Be prepared to modify your plan. I need to have somebody that does really beautiful embroidery do that for me so I can put it up in a room. But anyway, that's the little...
Yuta wants to know, is it a Halloween tag? No, it goes into the celestial.
It goes into...
I feel that Halloween is celestial.
Sometimes it is.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of
these
moons
these
and,
are the little puppets that came from Indonesia. Sent to us by Maya in California. And she's, what is she? Chaka.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Oh, well, what is her
Oh,
on
Cha-Cha something.
Cha-Cha.
Yeah, she's Cha-Cha.
She's Cha-Cha.
Cha-Cha says.
But I dearly love these little things, and they're definitely going in the book because, see, look at how good they look with that.
And then on Thursday, because it's P's birthday and everything, I'm gonna swatch some of those of the embossing powders.
Yeah, and I'm going to have some more tags ready to go for her to specialty emboss. And then I found this little, when I was cleaning up my room, and it was falling apart, so I just glued it, and that's what that dark is. But isn't that a cute little tag? It kind of, you know, it's kind of wimpy, but I thought it would be, I'm keeping that in mind for Izzy's tag.
Yeah, definitely, Lynn.
All right, now do you want me to do this?
Y'all want to see how she did that?
You want to see how I did it? Yeah?
You got to give them, like, it's about, I think, 6 or 7 seconds.
6 or 7 seconds?
Uh-huh.
Well, I can show you how I prep it. So what
Miriam says yes.
I take, and these folder things are the best ever for mixing paint on them.
Look at that. That's pretty smarty of you. How did you get that? Because she sent it back. I was like, how did you get one of our envelopes?
Yeah, somebody sent
That
me.
was an unauthorized
Use of materials.
yes.
But
It's already been used.
You need something to hold it or you get all ooky. which I don't really mind getting all ooky anyway. But and then you want kind of a sort of a stiff brush.
But it helps to also just hold it in place so you're not, you know, chasing it around.
Exactly. And really your glue brush works pretty good because you want to get it down in those little crevices and whatnot. Okay, so what did I use here? I used my gold, and I used the golden.
Hold it up chin level. There you go. Perfect.
Iridescent bright gold. Fine. I don't know what coarse is, which is the opposite of fine, but anyway.
Now remember, coarse is that chunky business.
It's the chunky stuff. And remember, you just need a slight bit there. I hope that's enough. That's not all. Just put some water on it. Swish it around. And that's the first coat, okay? So, you just work that in.
Now, if you have gold ribbon, you can skip this stuff.
Yeah, if you have gold ribbon. But if you just have silver, which I just had silver, I didn't have gold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And of course, flip it over and do the other side. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to go ahead and do this side.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Charmaine.
I have to turn the carousel.
Careful.
Careful. Okay, what is this? Oh, I might be able to use that.
Unidentified.
Oh, yeah. Okay, here, let's just put a little less on.
That seems to work a little better.
It does. Don't know why. Now, you can wait till it dries and turn it over. Or you can just go ahead and do this right now and turn it over and, you know.
That's why the little mailer thing works quite nice, because it's not necessarily going to stick there. Which I think
and I
good.
don't know what the deal is with this stuff in this thing, but it's a special mixture.
Of unknown. Unlabeled.
It's got some red in it. Okay, there we go. First coat. Gold. Then green gold, just to tarnish it a bit. And I really thought, you know, I was going to be done with it by then. But it wasn't quite mucky enough, so... Oh, look at that. What a marvelous. It's very organic. I mean, it looks like something out of the swamp. Yeah, that's probably enough. Turn it away from you when you snap it.
So you can, you know,
I did not know how this thing just decides to turn on its own here lately. See, watch that.
Well, because your balance is, I mean, come on now, sugar.
I'll balance you. Sugar.
And that makes me worried because it has had moments already of, like, avalanche. And she caught it the last time. She's like, man. Because she has it has a little ledge over there.
It's kind of scary.
Yeah. At some point, yeah. Getting it?
Fraying out here.
Yeah,
in the
it is.
end. I can't catch it. What? Why are you laughing?
Oh, they're chuckling about the come on now, sugar. And my husband says that to me. And we just chuckle. And now I've started saying it to P.
I think this is what I use. Isn't this what I use? Color change plum. Yeah. Shake, shake, shake. Give it a shake, shake, shake. Oh, y'all. You know what we have forgot to do, Mariah? We have forgot to show them because it is so wonderful that I can find all of my bracelets now. Well, I can not only find them, but
well, we're doing the tour once the cart is dealt with.
I'm sorry, y'all.
That's when the tour will happen.
But I'm telling you what, my bracelet tree that I made is awesome.
It is awesome.
I feel like I should patent it. I don't know if you can do that.
Well, yeah. I mean, you should probably not show it then, but...
Oh.
And the patent process is a little bit of a whip, and it's a little bit pricey too.
Yeah. And I'm using other people's products, so I don't know that I could actually.
That doesn't necessarily, because it's not what they were actually intended for.
Oh.
So, there's, you know.
All right, now that needs to dry, but you can see this final layer that I put on here is this stuff. And I can't remember who sent us this.
Well, we had some. And then I think that Z sent us some more. Maybe.
Okay, I don't like the smell. The smell is overpowering, but this is some awesome stuff.
It does great things, but yeah, the smell of it.
You have to set it outside and let it air out. But it really is. Oh,
And actually, maybe.
Because she's the one that got me all knowed up on this stuff. Because she used it on that one cover. Yeah. Okay, looky there. Voila. Now, the last stage is when it's dry. We will squeeze some of this on and, pardon me, buff it out.
There you go. That's how she, that's the $1 million little string.
That you could just go in. Now, that being said...
It's mixed media.
Mixed media. Okay, Sharon sent me this. I'll tell you what, Sharon sent me some awesome stuff. Is Sharon here today?
Texture Junkies?
All right, so I don't really like this bright brassy color. I don't think it looks good with what's going on here. It looks too new and nice. But I love, love, love the way it looks.
And it's got a good base color.
It's got a good base color. That is about the truth. But before we put all this stuff away, let's just go ahead and add a little bit of mucky muck to this jobber. What?
Mary Luxa says that there's this 12-step group for sniffing that wax.
I don't mind it as much as Mariah does. I think it smells like new dolls.
Here's the thing. And actually, I like it initially. It's like anything. And I feel like this about a lot of like really good smells. It wears on me. It's too much. And it doesn't go away fast enough. So it just hangs out. And then
it really doesn't ever go away.
Yeah, and then it gets to me. Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is how I clean my brushes. I have a little jar over here, and I just sozzle it up and down.
Sozzle it.
And that's sozzle it.
Look that up.
Sozzle it a bit.
Diane loves the smell of it. Yeah, I could, I like it to start out with, but just, I need it to dissipate faster.
But now see, look, that is exactly what I needed.
Can you hold that up into the technology, like, at this moment in time? Look at that. So much better. Gotta grunge it up.
Yeah.
Make it dirty. There's Sharon. Somebody told her, get over here.
I'm using your stuff.
She loves this stuff. She's getting grungy.
I don't really know where this little piece of silver ribbon came from, but I'm sure it's something that somebody sent.
Carrie Griffith says sozzled over there in the UK means drunk.
Oh, really?
Sometimes she uses words just in the way that she thinks.
Sozzle means to,
get
jump
drunk.
it up and down. It's like, when you're rinsing your clothes, you sozzle them.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Oh, look, I have a whole bunch of stuff here.
Yes, that's what I'm trying. Thank you, Bradley.
What did he say?
He says the smell lingers and she gets annoyed by lingering smells.
Lingering smells, yes.
Yeah. Oh, the ribbon stuff.
Yeah. Well, one side paints better than the other. You see that?
Well,
I
that's
guess,
interesting.
isn't it? Well, I'll leave that side down that's kind of resisting.
In Australia, they use it as getting drunk, too.
Sozzle?
Yeah, didn't know that. Look at us learning things.
Yeah.
Have to remember
Okay,
that.
well, this is still drying.
Hello, Gina.
Still kind of wet.
Hello, Gayla.
It's remembering its past life as a silver thing, so I have to pin it down.
Gayla says, hi, P&M. I see once again you were wordsmithing to new and distant horizons. That's right.
I have a new word, but it's for Thursday thoughts.
Yes. You got a lot going on Thursdays.
Lisa Mingus sent me a new word. Okay. Now, we just have to let that dry. So we're going to put that little jobber right there. And we're going to take all of Izzy's little tags. Oh, we're not, because I have to do something. We're going to change the color of this, but I don't know if I want to do that right now. Nah. Let's don't do that. All right, we shall put this back on here to help me remember that
I love your little setup there. I mean, it's like you were ready.
Well, absolutely. And I have this piece of, and I need to keep that with Izzy's too. We'll just put all of Izzy's stuff over here. I'll do this later.
Okay.
But I have to show you this wonderful job of gel plating that I did here on the back of this tag.
Yeah.
See, it was purple, and well, that was the first thing. I said, oh my, I must save that. And so I'm going to use that for Izzy's tag.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now, I need to, Mariah, can I hand you this? If I put this down, I'm going to cover up some of my
I need to get up here
other
and
piles.
clean my area, because...
Yeah, all right. Well, I just think this is really a good gold. I mean, I don't know what it's for, but it's wonderful. I don't know why I missed it.
Why it has its own special
Yeah.
jar. I don't know.
I don't know. These are all...
Does anybody remember about that jar?
Yeah, does anybody remember? I'm going to take care of my trinkets because I don't want them to get... They get shushed under the roly things. Well, I'm telling you what, I'm right down to the nitty-gritty here. I'm
these
needing
days.
to empty this.
Maybe 2024 we'll get to Archie.
You know,
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm not being. She gave me that look.
That look. All right, so let's see what size plate we can use.
Oh, schnockered. She loves that one.
What?
Schnockered.
Oh, I know schnockered.
Yeah.
That means, yeah. Okay, this will work great. It'll work great for both of them. Okay, let's get some paint rolled out here. And I'm just really thinking about, I can't decide if I want this for the back or this for the back. So I'm not deciding right now. I'm just going to put that with the book. And that's going to be a decision that will be made at another time. Okay. Let's get some.
Okay, and the Sozzled is also in Scotland.
Really? Well.
Diane would like to know. She's inquiring about Archie's crotch issues.
Well, hasn't been addressed specifically, but I do have ideas about, how to get things down into his crotch area that we decided it was kind of tight. He's got a very tight crotch area.
So many ways we could go with that.
It may not allow for trinkets to be placed there.
A fig leaf, she says, perhaps, maybe.
Maybe.
Colleen said, rather personal question, Diane.
They don't mind asking them here.
Yeah, no, we don't mind. Y'all get personal. It's okay.
Now this is where you do your heavy-duty baroning. You really get into it, feel a little bit of tightness in your shoulders and, really get into it.
You have achieved. Yes, well done.
Isn't that, absolutely I mean, you know, okay.
Yep, well done.
If you do not have that color, you must go out and get some. I'm not doing anything here. I'm just going to squeeze some more on here.
Oh, that's true, Shelley.
But look at that. Isn't that wonderful? Maybe I should do this on another one and save this for, you know, I don't know, something.
Is anybody here in the chat? Let me know that doesn't know who Archie is and what the heck we're talking about. Just let me know.
Dad, damn it, Mariah.
What?
Well,
Oh, needing a plate?
yeah.
I thought you had that all worked out over there.
Well, I thought I did too. Oh, here.
Oh yeah, Kirsten hasn't seen Archie.
Biggie.
All right, we'll bring out Archie here in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
I'll
still
just
over
put
there.
a little bit in the middle here. It's got a little bit of gold sparkles on it, but I don't think that's gonna.
No, I think if anything that'll enhance it, but I doubt it even comes up if you're just doing a quick.
Yeah, I know. We'll just add a little bit more to it. Oh dear.
Oh, Mitzi, yeah, okay, good. There's a few people here that have no idea who Archie is. Actually, quite a few people.
Well, Archie's been in the works for some time. I mean, not only did it take forever to get Archie.
It was a series. You can go back and watch the videos if you want. Got a week.
This is kind of how I work, you know. I don't like to you know, just dash through something.
Yeah.
I want to mull it about. Like I'm mulling about this book.
The book is moving faster than Archie did.
Yes, it is. It is. Well, I wanted to get this done because, you know, this paper's looking really smashing. We left behind a little transfer there.
Yeah.
But look at that.
All right. Lovely. If you could hold those up into the technology, I'd love you even more. We'll take it.
Is that good?
Very good. I like, yeah, that you got them over to the red zone versus into that kind of purpley business. It was a bit tricky to.
Well, and I'm going to bring the book back and I'm going to show you why it's so much better. Because we do now have, we do know what they look like because I showed you before. So we can go back and you can look at them prior to their redo.
Yeah, Archie's been on the shelf for a while. He's not really even a shelf. He's sort of, half in and half out of a box.
The hydrogen peroxide
He's
bottle holding him in place.
One of the other zones we don't really talk about.
Okay. All right, I'm going to get all this crap out of the way. That isn't really, but, okay, so we decided, oh, look at that.
Yeah, I like that. And you got rid of the purples that weren't quite the right purples and you got them over to the right purple.
Because, see, the purples that I'm going for and the oranges are in this little one, I have one little piece of fabric here.
Yes.
Now, it's not quite there, but boy, is it close on this one. Look at this.
Well, and your stars, it really hooked up to the stars nicely.
I think so. And then the little bit of red kind of brings this in to this side from this side, and we still have a little bit of wrinkly yumminess going on there from the paper. But what I'm thinking is adding another page. I already said that. I'm repeating myself. Here. So that when this, look how good those two look together. So we have 2 pages here, and we must remember to leave an edge down here for the portcullis.
Yes.
But look how good that looks together.
Love it. Oh, here, I'm going to go grab Archie. Because I think we're at a good point we can...
Yes, talk about Archie.
Still, we're
all right. That's dry enough. I don't think I'm going to have to worry about it. Oh, I do. And, the whole thing is, even after you get it, if they were in here and I decided I wanted to gel print, I wouldn't even hesitate. I would just do it.
True
and,
that.
whatever would happen, would happen. Be prepared. What was it?
I don't know. It was your fortune.
Be prepared.
To make changes, something or other, along the way.
Well, I gave it back to you.
Oh, I do have it.
Okay, here's Archie in all his golden glory. All right, I don't know how long we spent putting Archie together, but it was a while.
It would be better if you laid him down.
Here's the crotch situation right here.
It'd be better if you laid him down. There you go. Perfect.
Oh, sorry. Here's the crotch situation right here. But we have a double crotch because remember we've got actually, these are two figures intertwining here. So I guess this would be more of an armpit. We've got an armpit and a crotch issue that are going to be difficult to deal with. But I spent hours on this thing just getting together the forms.
Yes.
And then I spent another whole bunch of hours taping it all down. Mm-hmm. Then I went over it with a coat of just plain craft paper.
Yeah.
And then here we are. And then he was painted gold.
And we call him Archie because all of this is based on kind of our study of Archipenko. And then the transition of that into some stencils. And we have all those little figures. So it was kind of this whole idea and a revisiting of a way that we come about with different designs. So now we have, there were some drawings because Pete drew out some things. And
yeah, it was a whole process that was documented, which I don't do that very often. I mean, it's not documented on film, but it's documented in my journal, and I just see a spot that I missed right there.
And now that's why the trinkets. So the trinkets are the little dried up paint pieces
that I want to glue on.
Yeah.
All over him. So he's very textured. He'll be a dusting nightmare.
That's okay. We're used to that around here.
We don't care.
I have a thing over the fireplace I'm a little concerned about.
The wreath?
Yeah, the wreath. I was like, that's looking very Halloween-y.
Looks very furry.
Yeah. And I was like, can we hose it off? I don't know if some of that fluffy stuff's going to come back. It just might need a redo. Yeah. It's usually what we do with a wreath.
I mean, it's been up there. It's been a good while. But now see, here's another little spot that I missed right there. When I'm doing this stuff at night, but now here's what, was it Diane mentioned the crotch area? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Different things. So there's a box at the bottom, right?
No, it's a piece of that foam stuff.
Oh, that's right, because we did get the foam.
Yeah, we went to...
No, I ordered it.
Oh, that's right. And here's the different colors that I was trying out on the bottom.
Mm-hmm. But then most of Archie, the upper part, is just paper.
Now, a couple of them, these two pieces were...
some of the foam.
Foam. But these were tubes.
Mm-hmm. Like
and they
kitchen
were
towels.
Stuck down with skewers.
Hey, Ann.
And then I attached them with lots of pieces of tape. And then over the tape was the paper mache, the layer of paper mache. So he's very, sturdy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But this is Archie.
Yes.
And what I love about it is when you turn it and you get the different luminosity on the different surfaces. I think it's quite wonderful.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, that's one of the reasons that I think maybe I'm kind of fluctuating. Maybe I'll just put all the trinkets on the base.
I think that would be pretty cool.
And leave Archie gold.
Or you could leave portions of, certain flat surfaces. Maybe do the flat surfaces with the trinkets. And anything that's kind of rounded, leave those gold.
Well, I'll think about that. But it really does, because when you turn it and you see the different planes And then there's the curved surfaces. Take the light differently. These are sort of, cylindrical.
Yeah, he was black for a week, I think. Yeah, because she started out, because we thought that...
Like I said, he's been all these colors that are on the bottom.
Because originally the idea was that so she was going to do the black because it was going to go really nicely with then collaging on the papers. But then we decided that those...
And I have a ton of papers.
Archie papers. Actually, a lot of those got sent out, too. Because we finally... No, because you gave them to me.
I did?
Look of horror, and
I still
like,
have some over.
she does. She's got some favorites.
That I say.
But the scale was not right.
No, it wasn't. And the whole thing about it was the papers, if had they been attached, would have taken away from the sculptural impact of the three-dimensional form, I felt. And I think Mariah agreed with me after, we kind of held them up there and tore out some pieces and put them down there and everything. And it just was not working. Mm-mm. And that's when you just have to realize that and say, I don't, and there's nothing to be ashamed about that you're, putting off a decision.
Be prepared to modify your plan.
Be prepared to modify your plan.
That needs to go on the bottom of Archie. Because that's his motto. Because I tell you, there's no truer words than that.
I just think he's so lovely. In his golden form.
In his golden form, yes. We just need to address this base. Because the base is not adequate for his golden form.
No, right now it's really not.
It's kind of...
Well, and I didn't worry about getting messy because I knew I was going to do that over again.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll put Archie back in the holding zone.
Yes. Okay, there goes Archie.
Now, what are you doing?
Now what are we doing? We're going to, okay, y'all, did they vote on what color we needed to use?
I think there was a lot of rusts and oranges and reds and things that were thrown out, but...
Rusts and oranges?
I don't know that went to that one. I think blues and stuff were agreed upon on that one.
Okay, so I'm still thinking Prussian.
What do you guys? Yay or nay on the Prussian? I vote the lighter blue, personally. Or even Arctic. But, I love a good shimmery something or other. Arctic might be nice because, it'll pick up both kind of the yellowy tones of the limey green and then
intensify the blues of the blue.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you say Arctic, are you talking about this?
No, the, did I say Arctic?
Ice stuff.
Blue. That's the one.
Well, I just don't know if this has enough punch to really make a, because it's more of a shimmer.
Yeah. Why don't you mix something else in with it?
Well.
Or you could do that. I think you're going to lose your darker stuff with that one.
I'm going to lose, and it's not going to do anything for it.
I think the light blue, or like you said, the Prussian. Maybe a bit of the ice mixed in with the lighter, the phthalo blue.
It's not, it will, the opacity will neutralize the,
shimmer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know that we have that one.
What?
The Pabeo, the one that, so Diane says there's a shimmery blue Pabeo.
We don't.
And am I saying that right? I still, I just want to say it all three ways, and then that way I'm never wrong. Not necessarily always right, but... Brad says ice blue with cream.
With what? Ice blue with green?
Cream.
Cream. Well, you'd just be you'd just be taking your blue down. And I don't mind the idea of using an opaque color, but I want it to maintain the watery feel to it. Mm-hmm. So, and I'm just thinking that's...
I don't know why you keep grabbing those that are like that. They're just too dark.
You just shush it, Mariah.
Mm-mm. No.
This is not going to punch up that. Okay, it's Prussian. I'm just...
Okay. There was a lot of Prussian, you know, when we first started this,
Yeah,
so.
I think Prussian is the way to go. Because
Okay.
it's going to make the... Because remember that yellow-green that's on there wasn't opaque. Okay.
And is it Kristen or Christina? Pages of an art journal. Please let me know. I can't, sorry. Don't know why my brain didn't. I'm writing it down. I have to write these things down. And then after like the 20th time, I'll remember. Christina. And welcome to Makers.
Oh, is she new?
Mm-hmm. It's Diane's daughter. Getting everybody's family involved. I don't know if she's laughing or crying. Sometimes I just don't know.
Oh, is he?
Mm-hmm. Good call.
Look at that. It turned that iridescent blue into kind of a
Well, basically what you've kind of done there is
purplized it.
purplized it.
Purplized it.
What you done there is just done purplized it.
I purplized it. All right, loving that.
We went deep. We went deeper.
Absolutely.
We thought we were in the Caribbean, but then we went just out to the deep ocean.
Yes, we did. We're deep diving.
Uh-huh.
All righty, now. All right, let's look at the other side because that's what we'll be getting.
Gold.
Orange. I think it will show through in places.
All right, do it. Because I think a lot of them were saying like reds and things of that nature. So, and I like this because it has a cool, it has a gold shimmer to it.
It kind of really does. See it?
So that makes me happy.
It's kind of.
I will allow it.
It's. I need to do a new swatch there. It's kind of
Tainted.
been
Yes.
altered by ookie fingers.
Alfia, she's in Finland. It's midnight there, almost.
Oh my!
Yeah, she's
Bless
just,
your
her
heart.
printing is not going well. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta just go to bed or
Do something else. Yeah.
do something else.
I don't know. Sometimes I get really hot to trot it. You
Yeah,
know,
she
late at night, and I have ideas. I mean, I've actually got out of bed and come out here and pull some prints because it was fresh on my mind, and I'm just like, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
It's kind of dry on the edge, but I think it's gonna be okay.
Bye, Paula. Or just hang out. No worries.
Oh, great! I tell you, I can't even line up a piece of paper.
Yeah, you're off a little bit there.
Yeah, like a lot.
It's all right.
Right on the edge. Oh my! Look at that.
Well done. Looks like a dragon.
This might be the back of the portcullis.
Yes, Sherry. Get you some whiskey.
Alrighty. I did this. Well, you saw it. Now we're going.
Diane says, well, now we all know that pea still gets hot to trot. That's what does it for. That'll get her out of bed.
I'm just really, I just love this color so much.
Maybe we just called it, today's stream has been brought to you by, what is this color again? I can't remember.
Quinacridone.
I know, but the
orange.
Sennelier.
Sennelier. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it.
Sennelier.
All right, now, I could pull this right now, but I've got this idea. If I take and go over the back of this with another, like with the dioxazine,
Zine.
And use maybe this.
Hey, Apple. Oh, yes. Why don't you just lift some of that off of there right now with that?
I'm not going to do that.
Why don't you do that?
No,
why don't you do that?
I do not want to do that. Because I will lift off some of that other wonderful Shelly stuff going on there.
Okay.
So it has to dry.
Mm-hmm.
It has to dry. All right, here we go. Oh, remember this one. Now, what I'm thinking here is I am thinking turquoise.
I love it. Do it.
As it's going to punch up the pink into the purple range.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to have that nice contrast with this going on in the background.
You know, it's Tuesday, Len. It's Tuesday.
We're tweaking. And I haven't even started drinking.
Yeah. She's a snockered nor sozzled.
I'm nada. I think I just picked up a crumb there.
Have you been snacking?
Oh, well, it could have been a chip. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Well, I definitely have enough paint out there, don't I?
Hi, Martha.
But that's no worries. Too much paint is a good thing. It means you don't have to worry about your edges drying out. Now, this is a homemade plate. I mean, not homemade, but cut to a homemade size, because you can tell by that sharp edge over there. You just, when you're getting ready to pull something that has another layer on it, you know, don't be afraid to get some paint down.
Now, should we discuss why the, because we went through the others fairly deeply, but the turquoise was just kind of like, yes, let's do that. Now that you got it on there, flip it over.
Okay, and talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay, opaque paint. You either use it as your first or last layer. That's my personal.
Yeah.
Nobody has said that to me. That's the safe thing to do. If you really know what's going on and you know how to use your stencils, and you can do some things like
St. Hilaire.
No.
Yeah, St. Hilaire.
But what's her first name?
Elizabeth.
Okay, Elizabeth St. Hilaire.
That's the movie.
And she does some really great things layering opaque paints. Somebody asked, do you ever use white? I use white when I want things to go opaque. I use black when I want things to go opaque. Otherwise, you're better off. Now, we didn't have a great image here anyway, because remember, it was a transfer from a transfer.
Sonia was like, is that the second pull from the spiky girl?
Yeah, that's the second pull from the spiky girl.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know, you can definitely see her.
Mm-hmm.
See her profile.
Yeah.
And her spikes. But, anyhow, yeah, we'll put lots of paint on that.
Well, and I think that the turquoise was a great combination with the purple, because see, you punch up the blue.
Yes.
But it wasn't going to do it in a way that was going to then make it low contrast.
Yes, you needed something.
Pastel.
Yeah, and that's kind of a hard thing. I think if we'd gone really, really dark, it would have just obliterated everything.
Yes.
Now, the other thing that I could have done on that is I could have pulled it with this fern color.
I think that was going to be a tricky one, too, just because it was a very thin layer.
It was, and it was probably going to get, I don't know. I think the turquoise was actually the best thing that we could do there. All right, now we're going to do...
Yes, so the pull was from the transfer itself, not from the photo.
Yeah, it was from the other piece of art that we had that we put down, and that was
had been pulled, by the way. It wasn't just the image.
Yeah.
See, that's some key information there.
Key information, all right. All right, we decided we were going to go with
all the time. We have quite a few people even here that Maxine's in Canada. I ship things to her, and I forget to ship things to her.
And we shipped to Istanbul,
Turkey. Yeah, we had one.
How about that one, guys?
I'm gonna try to get a map, a little pen map, because I want to see everywhere that we have sent.
I told Mariah, I said, you know, that is just because one of the ways children learn geography is having a personal connection to that which they are studying. At least that's how I learn. And remember, we're using excesses of paint here because we're using a stencil. Mm-hmm. And it's going to get sucked down into the stencil grooves.
Yes. And now remember, this particular stencil, this is the Broken Aqueous, which is only available to our Mucky Muck and Loverly ARTY Perk members on the website. Now here in about 7 weeks, it'll be available to everybody, and then by then we should hopefully have a new one out that'll be, you know, fun and be able to have it as an exclusive for 8 weeks. Now, what were you going to say? Sorry, I know I interrupted.
I don't know. I just completely lost
Something about the purple.
Oh, the purple?
Maybe you were just going to say which color it is.
Dioxanine. Yeah, and it's golden. And I'm going to flop this down here on this brayer off, which I was watching Mariah struggle with those the other day, and it was very painful.
It was painful. It was painful to be the one brayering over there. And knowing I was getting judged at some point, especially by her.
I was like, oh my gosh, can you
died.
Get those dadgum things down? See, I've got this little plate over here where I set my brayers on. And it even has a little tab. I'm going to turn this upside down and show you in just a minute. But I got to take care of my business here. And I want to get this off before it gets stuck down.
Oh, it looks good.
Because we know that happens. Remember when I let that happen?
Yeah. Okay.
I was so mad at myself.
That looks great. You need to pull that one off to the side and just get your new brayer off.
Hang that up.
Yes,
See this little thing? Can you see this little thing? Well, I'll bring it over.
Yeah, bring that over.
All right. It's a little, and I put this tab on it so I can pull it up and slip my paper underneath it because it will wrap around the brayer. So I've got that over here. And you just have to lift that edge up and shove that paper underneath there.
Isn't that brilliant?
Yeah.
And that is also, that's an extra piece of the acrylic plates. And we just get those at the hardware store. If you go to, now it depends on which hardware store you go to. Some of them have pre-cut sheets. We like going to the Lowe's because Lowe's actually has them in the large sheets and then they will cut them down. So you buy like a $30 sheet and then we got, how many? Like 4
or 5.
I mean, obviously it depends on how big it is or whatever. But
and that's for some of these little odd pieces.
Yeah, but you get the whole thing, which is great.
Pardon me. And I think it's ever so slightly thicker than the kind that's already
the pre-cut sizes.
Yeah, pre-cut sizes. Well, I am absolutely in love with this. I think this is FP.
Oh, yes, that is true, Maxine. So all of the ARTY perks, so Loverly and Mucky Muck, all of that part of the membership moved over to the website. So it really has nothing to do with YouTube. If you want to have the emojis back, and you know, vice versa, like if you want to just do the stencil, be able to get the stencil discounts and things over on the website, that's what Loverly and Mucky Muck is about. Powsy Wowsy over here on YouTube, that is just, you know, supporting us, the channel, and being able to play with some cool emojis in the chat. Thank you, Maxine. She did rejoin. You're awesome. Thank you. And your stuff did go out yesterday. Again. I sent it and then it came back. I was trying to get away with it being sent a little cheaper, but
I just told you I don't ever use white. But I do use white. Okay. This was when I did the back of that piece of paper that the stickers came in. Yeah. I didn't feel like painting it on. I thought, well, I'll just whip some white down here. Remember, I'm trying to use up this last little bit that I have in that tube and get that on the back. But anyway, this is what came out. But I already had something on the plate, and I didn't think it was going to make any difference anyway. Because I just wanted to kind of obliterate the writing slightly. Oh, it's, I don't know. Shut up.
Shush it.
Just. Alright, she silenced it.
Okay.
It's from Alaska. I don't, you know.
I mean, don't they know you're streaming?
Well, and don't they know that I don't live there anymore?
Obviously they don't.
Obviously they don't. Okay, so we've got this sort of interesting mucky muck on the plate here. The white, you can see, it's opaque, and it doesn't matter what we put on top of it. Mm-hmm. The only places it's going to show through are the places where it's really thin. Right?
Yeah.
Everybody got that. Okay.
Rhonda says she'd pull it as is.
I know, because it looks cool, doesn't it?
Well, you know how you could do that.
What? Oh, God. I'm not doing matte medium. Hell no. Quinacridone.
Well, that isn't as is.
Well, yeah, as is.
As is with
This is as is.
Thank you, Darcy. I tell you, she's on it. I love it. Thank you. Yes, those are all of the emojis. If we hit a certain number, it's crazy because it was great because like they've got it worked out. You know, at first when we were adding members and everything, and we were getting up to the numbers, they allow us to add more emojis. But then it was like it stops you at a certain point, and you've got to add a lot of people. I'm like, well, it'll be a little bit. That does look fantastic, though.
But I'm not pulling it right now.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to let it dry, and then I'm going to put a really dark, huge, dark diazonine or Prussian blue design on it.
Okay.
I wish it looked like this side.
Sometimes.
I know. Sometimes.
Just go take a picture of it. And try to get that digital.
It'll be interesting. It will be interesting. Okay.
I know, Rhonda.
All right, let's do something with this.
That's kind of weird looking.
Isn't it?
It's kind of skin-like.
Yeah. Blood vessels.
Yeah, or like you know, something you're gonna see under the microscope.
Oh, that remember that thing that Carmichael went to, Body Works, when he was in Chicago that time? I have that book. I found it. Look at that brayer. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Oh, just beautiful. Okay.
Are we gonna work on the pages? I swear, you start gel printing and then it's like that's all that's going on in the world. Are we gonna do the pages?
That was a pretty judgy.
Yeah, it kind of was judgy. I'm sorry.
It was very judgy. I'm gonna wipe up my.
You got one today. I got one. Okay, we've all had our judgies.
Oh, yeah. What was your judgy?
No, you're judgy. That was my judgy.
Oh,
just now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yours was earlier.
Oh, okay.
Um.
You want me to get back to the book?
Well, I thought we were gonna like sew in the thing, and you got to show them the sewing thing, and I mean, you had all that.
I know, but I can't do the new pages yet. I haven't
She
lined
just
them
finds
up.
reasons she needs to gel print.
I need to gel print some more. Okay, let's have everybody vote.
Well, if you need to wait, then we need to wait. But
I don't need to wait. I'm just having a good time gel plating, and I just, I don't know.
it's been a few days.
It has. Mariah won't let me work on things.
I did. I told her.
She hollers at me. What are you doing? Are you doing anything that you're supposed to be doing for the stream?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no.
Like, there are plenty of other things to keep you busy around here. She did get all of her laundry done. Now she's got to wash these blankets and such.
Yeah, we got a couple dog blankets here. And an old quilt that, I don't know, was used for Izzy's tent once.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just getting this cruddy stuff off the edge here. Y'all just don't mind me.
Anne says, let P gel plate. Let her gel plate, Rhonda says. Okay. I'll back off.
We can talk about, and the thing about it is we need to let those pages that I just gel plated dry thoroughly.
Yes, because
before we start poking holes in them, because we know what happens. That hole poker,
yeah.
it don't work you very well if you have kind of slightly mushy paper.
Yeah.
And we haven't decided if we're going to use the belt loop.
Well, you haven't really shown them that. You could show them that.
I could. Well, let me get something down. What are we going to do here? Do we want to just have this kind of as is, or do we want to put something on top of it? What about this? Then it's going to really read cellular.
Yes, wonderful. That is the, I think that's style 2 neurographic. This one's by Stella Banks. And then we have basically 1 through 8 neurographic, and the other 7 styles were created by Joni.
I don't know where those are. I know I have them.
That's Joan Miron.
This one's...
No, that one's the Stella Banks. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, I don't want to use this. I want to use...
Yellow has been thrown out.
Yellow would be a good one. Yellow. Okay, then we need to decide, well, do we want this one? Or do we want this one? Or we've got Indian yellow, which is kind of like...
I don't think you'd want that one. It's too ready, and you're going to lose your other stuff.
Okay, good call.
He says cadmium. I don't know that you have a cadmium.
I don't have any cadmium. I have cadmium red, but I don't have any cadmium yellow. Now, I do have Naples, which is that.
Yeah, again, I think a little... if you go with those dirtier yellows, you're going to lose... It's kind of funny. What it does is it kind of dinges out with the red. And then you
it's going to orange the red out.
Right. And so then they kind of meet in the middle and you lose your design. You need something more punchy so where it stays up, in its hue.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. The dairy line. Dairy. Yes. Dairy is being...
And
diary.
It's slightly more opaque also, which will, I think...
Hey, Diane.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do this.
You snuck in.
I do have some different yellows here that I forgot about.
Well, they're questionable.
That
They're
one's
kind of
still bushy. But see, it's almost the same. This is just heavy body. I might be better off with the heavy body. Okay. I forget I have these tubes on the thing here. I mean, these are like ancient. These came from Alaska.
Oh, it looks good. It's still like creamy and not weird and...
Well, I know, but that Lucas Crow one came weird.
Yeah.
Cottage cheesy. Cottage cheesy.
I stopped hollering out gold. Did you notice I didn't really say anything? I felt like it was,
Oh, I think this is going to be delightful.
Just put down lots of paint. keep that in mind when you're doing a
Lots
stencil.
of paint because we're getting down into the crevasses.
Oh yeah, she does too. It does some weird things on the plate when it's kind of cottage cheesy. It's harder to roll out.
It's harder to get a smooth roll on.
Yeah.
It certainly is. Oh wow, that's so cool. I love it when you transfer something from your brayer. Okay, now that is going to dry, ladies and gentlemen. Because then we will have another whole chance to do something. Oh my gosh, look at this. I'm just getting stuff everywhere.
That you do that with the yellows. Yellow ends up everywhere.
Same color as my shirt. I do have a bunch of stuff on the front of my shirt that was there already. I know y'all.
It's a clean shirt.
Nobody cares about what my shirt looks like.
No. Oh, SWL said you should have flopped that off onto something.
Well, I should have. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Didn't have anything ready.
Oh, that's pretty trippy.
That is very trippy. Now, I think if we pulled this with light blue,
Oh, now you're going to use lime. Okay. No, I don't agree with that because you're going to make it greeny. Unless the yellow stays.
I think that the yellow is strong enough. I don't think that it's... I think that I have used this combination before.
In fact, some of the pieces on my stuffed pocketbook.
Absolutely.
Cheese skin. Yes.
Sheepskin?
Cheese.
Oh.
Cheese skin.
Cheese skin. Oh, we have a little funny thing we say around here because...
Cheese on trees.
Cheese on trees.
Chorizo and eggs. What was Brad was saying something to you today?
I don't know. I do not know. Okay. So, what do we want to bump up here?
I think you should do gold because there's some little spots there that would show through quite nicely.
This is very true. This is very true. What do y'all think? I'm gonna really actually let you say some things and then I'm gonna listen.
And hey, if Brad's listening, put in the chat what the best chorizo is, or at least what we think it is.
There's
not all chorizo is the same.
There's some chorizos that are horrible.
They're just super greasy
and ooh, awful. I don't know. I'm leaning towards red.
Copper. Some people are putting in copper.
Copper could be
Carrie
good.
and Deb say copper, and I know Fran will be on board with that. But then Fran also said sepia or Payne's gray.
Well, I don't really have Payne's Gray. My Payne's Gray on there is dried up. But I think the copper might be.
Do copper. Yeah, a lot of people are saying copper.
I think copper. Copper is good. Now, we do have a choice of copper.
Oh, Estella says she prefers vegetarian chorizo. Soy rizo.
We've never had it. I would certainly be willing to try.
Yeah.
All right, so I've got this iridescent copper fine. I've got Chocola copper, which is really pretty darn good.
Thank you, Eddie.
Then let's see. I've got some other.
Hey, Kathy.
And this is just.
Bye, Mary.
This is terrible. Don't even spend your money getting this golden.
It's
just like
really thin.
Watery. I thought I had some copper in some of this cheap. And here, this is not. This is more of. This is a lovely thing to put on top of things.
Yeah.
Kind of like this one. But if I were going to buy these, the price on this one's a whole lot better than the price on this one. Let me tell you what. You can buy 3 or 4 for the price of it. And I do not think that the quality is necessarily commensurate with the price on this particular product. Aha, here we are. But now see, that's watery. We want something really with lots of muy fuerte strength so that it shows through. Oh yeah, we could do the orange. I don't have very much of that left there. I'll have to
You
work
have
at squeezing that out.
a new.
I know, but I don't want to do it.
Okay.
We're going to go with this.
What's your little thought that's happening there?
Well, what my thought is happening here, we're going to just change everything up. And we're going to go ahead.
Yeah, see, I was fighting that the
dang
other
it.
day. There's no good answer.
Oh, I just broke one of my little circles. Damn. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. Now, think about this for just a minute.
All right.
I'm going to use Prussian blue. I messed up both sides, so I don't really know.
I would say that's probably the way.
Yeah, I think so. And then the copper on top of that. Everybody with me on this?
I don't know how much all that's going to show up, but you do it. You go, girl.
I think it is going to show up, Mariah. I think you're
Okay.
going to be surprised because of the high contrast. And that was
It'll look fabulous on the back. Fabulous.
We'll just leave it on the plate forever. Oh. Funny, funny, funny. Ha, 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 ha.
I'll take this opportunity to say, for those of you that have come in and haven't said hello in the chat, please do say hello so we can say hello back. If you haven't given those thumbsy upsies, please do that. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We do this 3 times a week. And hopefully YouTube will, let you know that we do this 3 times a week.
Yeah.
If not, you can always come over to our website and sign up. Like if you do the just regular free membership, we send out emails. So, hey, Artie Dar.
Well, I didn't have enough paint on
Thank
there,
you, Darcy.
folks. Not enough paint.
But I think that'll be okay because actually that might work to your advantage with the idea that you got going on. But that does look most stunning.
On this side.
That's why I said it was going to look fabulous from this side. And was it worth it? I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe. I think that we're gonna
Show us that other side again. Look how beautiful that is. Beautiful.
Beautiful. Mm-hmm. But see, it did shine through on the places where I told you that was a very weak application. And I think...
And it's going to soak in.
If I pull this with hot pink, and that hot pink is going to pump up...
Pump it
up the orange and the yellow. Mm-hmm. Here we go. It's about time that I cleaned my brayer anyway, so it's not going to be.
I think it's going to soak in more too. Prussian has a tendency to do that. As it dries, it's going to soak into.
Maybe.
So hold that into on that side. Kind of remember how it looks right now, because I think that you're going to see more as it dries.
And as long as we keep the contrast there and use something that is light enough, that's why I say the hot pink. Because that's going to still maintain the contrast.
Yes.
Without fighting with and minimizing our blue, our Prussian.
Hello, Devin M. We are also in Texas. We have quite a few people here from Texas.
Yes.
Oh, Silver Granny says Opera Rose.
Yes.
Good call. Just a reminder of that.
Good call. All right, here we go with this little jobber.
Hi, Carla.
I'm thinking maybe copper. The copper's really gonna, can you see the areas where it's really, it's thin?
Are you going to use it or just tease us with it?
I'm just, gosh, I'm just gonna put it on there right now and just. All right.
We were all copper ready.
Use a lot of copper because it is a metallic, and I am going to want a very strong bond
Yes.
with my underneath layers. And lots of paint to get, because we've got, what, this is going to be the fourth, right? Third.
Third.
This is going to be the third layer of paint. Get her on there.
All right. All right, so Fran and Violet are not streaming this Friday. She's going out to dinner. We'll have fun doing that. Ooh, now hold that up into the technology a bit more. Yes. Very nice. Bumped up your reds.
Bumped up the red, and those places that were where there was just very little paint, that just almost makes it like it's glowing from the
Bye, Trish.
background.
Thanks for hanging. Yeah, I'm a fan of that one.
Alrighty, what do we have here?
I usually put copper on that, but what did you say you were going to do with that? You wanted the
light
blue.
blue.
Oh, yeah, the light blue. Yeah.
Light blue.
Is it dry? Okay.
It's a drying day today.
It has been the last few days. Which is interesting because we've had rain, but there's been wind.
Yes. I'm getting awfully low on this one, Mariah.
Hey, you just put in a paint order, lady. Happy birthday.
Are you going to wrap them up and
I should.
put a bow on them?
I might. Depends on if I have some time to do that. I don't know if they're going to arrive in time. Oh, that does remind me. Those of you that have placed orders here recently that have stamps with them, we are running a little behind our usual. I mean, normally we get things out within 1 or 2 days. But we kind of underestimated the number of people that were going to be ordering stamps. And so we had to kind of, get an order of the foam here. And they shipped it. The last time they shipped a day early, and this time we got it a day late. So that is just the story there. But things are now back in process. Just, bear with us, please. Hey, Debbie. Oh, yes, the brayer off sheet is looking quite lovely.
There, did a better job of lining the paper up that
Oh,
time.
this color is the light phthalo blue.
And it is
It's
one
so
of my
pretty.
very.
I love it. Well done. It did go a little greeny, but not too bad. I love it.
I think it really. If I'd gone with a darker color, I think I would have lost some of that really intricate the line business.
So it's light phthalo. Show them the
Oh yeah, light phthalo blue,
That's how it comes, just like that.
and you can tell it's completely opaque.
Yeah.
It's just, and I'll tell you what the other thing is. It's a good pull color. So when I said either start with your opaque or end with it, that's a
great
good
one.
one to end with.
Yeah, seriously opaque.
Seriously opaque.
That's what they need to put on it. This is seriously opaque. Sometimes we talk about.
I just think this looks so cool Because it's, you know, it was like,
Yeah.
you know, usually it's all off in the middle there, but that just makes that nice little frame around the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Cells on fire.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I don't know if that. Yeah, I think you might hold off on that just a little bit.
Because you put it on there pretty thick.
Yeah, I did. Oh, we've got something out in the middle here.
Yeah, that was the transfer off of your
Yeah.
page. Now you got 30 minutes. You could talk about.
You want to talk about the book? Because I'm kind of, you know, at the point where I
Yeah,
really...
well, you've got your
I don't
plates
have
off.
anything to pull because it's
Right.
all too wet. Or it's of questionable wetness.
Yeah. And then I've got 2 that we did go ahead and pull for Instagram. Just got to remember to do those little reels. And then I'll post it on YouTube, too, as a short.
Okay.
I've remembered the ones that we did yesterday. Yeah, we did it yesterday.
Yes.
Because she needed her plates.
Yeah, I needed the plate. And I'm trying to think what we pulled that was...
With some of the aqueous. With the green and the gold and the...
Seriously.
What?
Could be something. I'll put it over here.
What is that?
Well, I have my little collection of stuff back there so that when we have the... Shut up, Ron. When we have the... remember, Sharon, that time that we had the... you could only use whatever was on your desk?
So you're making a collection? I don't feel like that's kind of cheating. I mean, just because you've collected it from here and there off of your desk, but that you're
it's little pieces of
premeditative desk cleaning bits.
Well, I probably shouldn't even have said anything.
No, you shouldn't have.
I should have said, well, let me just check my little box
I
over
think I might
here.
have.
I might have something over there.
See, this is how she operates.
Oh, is Marcia here?
I have not seen Marcia yet. I don't think so.
Marcia.
This might be a replay day for her.
Well, so I could talk about it.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, yeah, she usually watches. Yeah.
She usually watches replays? All right, well, your little box sat up there for like months, literally. So I'm cleaning out my jewelry messes in there, and I have all of these little boxes and little sacks and little Ziploc bags full of just stuff. It's not bad stuff, it's good stuff, but, you know, it just didn't have a home. And I thought, you know, if I had something I could put all of those in, it would be so cool, and I would probably be more likely to use them.
I think she's showing you her bits.
I am.
Okay.
I'm going to show you some of my little... Oh, and there's that other...
And let me tell you,
here's the other card.
this isn't her only box that looks like this. She has many of these little boxes throughout her life, throughout her just...
Well, this was just mostly the jewelry bits.
Yeah.
And at some point, what I really think I'm going to do is, you know, remember my story necklace? Is take these all and figure out how I can tie them onto a string.
You gotta hold them up to the camera. You can't just, you know, tease people.
Okay, well...
There you go.
Now, here's the thing. I was going to recover the bottom of this, but I love having the white thing there where I can put stuff on it, but look at that cute little guy.
You gotta hold it up to the camera.
I was rolling around.
Now, did you make these or just...
Yes.
Okay.
All of these I made.
Well, you put them together.
I put them together. Yes, I didn't make it. I don't do lampwork beads. And that used to be an earring, but I lost it, so we just have...
I saw one of my old earrings in there.
And
yeah,
this used to be an earring, and I really liked those, and I don't know what happened to the other one.
Those drove me crazy. I mean, and I have a fairly tall neck.
Yeah, you can't wear scarves with that one.
But like, it would jab me the neck.
Here's another. I think that this is a Vaseline bead, but that's from Africa. And here is a button from Afghanistan. Izzy gave me this. I don't know where she found it. But it's got a skull thing on the back.
Where did she get that?
Here's some really nice turquoise.
I can't remember where she.
Here's some cool little, my friend Sharon, who passed over, gave me that little jobber at the top there. And then I got those, I think, on eBay.
New Mexico Sharon.
Pardon?
New Mexico Sharon.
New
'Cause we have
Mexico.
lots of Sharon, so.
New Mexico Sharon, my friend.
Fran says, well, of course she does, Mariah. Artists do that. I can never show you the whole of my collections. It's just collections.
Oh, and here's a little dog tag from a dead doggy. And I have lots of these little jobbers. I noticed they're about $1 a piece now. I didn't pay that for it. But there's a really nice piece of carnelian with some
She had a little bit of an eBay problem there for a while.
Yeah, I did.
Because
I had to have intervention.
well, in Friona, like you can't. Like there aren't cool places you can go.
These are my earrings that I wore when I was the basketball princess or something.
She doesn't even remember what kind of.
But I had some awesome gloves that went with it. I don't know where the other little booger is, but you can tell they're back in the day when I didn't pierce my ears till I was 24 years old. So these were the clip-ons. But aren't those just spiffy?
Those are spiffy.
I think the other one's in here somewhere. But I had silver lame gloves and a turquoise. Yeah, look awesome.
So
I
was
got those
it?
pictures
Was
somewhere.
it like
my makeup was really horrible. I don't know who did my makeup, but
was it the Snowball Queen or something
yeah,
like that?
something
Because
like that. Some BS. High school crap. This is some cool little. That's a little check bead on the end there with some.
Hold that up. Down a little bit. Okay, there you go. That's.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Oh, and I have these guys. These are hysterical. I was going to make these into earrings, but I didn't have two of long enough, pins.
Hold them. Hold chin level. There you go. Perfect.
De los Muertos.
Yeah, they're great.
Aren't they wonderful? I think they're Fimo. No, I don't know. They might be glass. Or porcelain.
Porcelain, yeah.
Clay. And some more little... Oh, and here, yeah, that used to be an earring too and lost the other one. Well, that's what happens a lot of times.
Yeah, it's a
and
one
I've got
earring.
a really nice bracelet here that's broken.
Did you string that one?
Yeah.
Very nice.
I'm going to restring it but I can't get to my beads.
Yeah.
There's another broken bracelet. And these little earrings are really cool. But I thought they just needed something else. They were kind of too cutesy. Oh, here's a skull bead. No, it's elephants. Sorry. I do have skulls in. No, I don't have them in here. They're in my other.
It's in the other box.
The other box. Here's a nice little silver hoop-de-doo. Some more coins. Oh, a sand dollar. Oh, and check this out. Izzy wanted this and I wouldn't give it to her because I told her she'd just lose it. I'd save it for her.
Oh, is it a...
It's emo.
No, Elmo.
Elmo. Emo. Yeah. One of those.
You'd be sadder.
Hey, this is from the 60s. This is authentic.
It's legit.
Legit. And my friend brought me this from Mexico when she went there and studied. She took an immersive course in Spanish. But it's really heavy. It's some kind of...
Oh, that,
I don't know, stone.
Yeah, I know it's that, it's like those black beads. They usually...
Oh, ebony or onyx or something like that.
I
Yeah.
thought it was like malachite or something.
Yeah, could be.
Something
Oh,
like
here's
that.
a nice little
Oh.
unakite. But anyway, thank you very much. I love having this little box, and it fits right into my little
Hematite.
hematite.
Thank you, Joni M.
Yes. I think you're absolutely right about that. All right, now back to the bookbinding business at hand. Okay, So we're happy. I am happy with the colors here. I'm going to have to put something on the back of this for another page here.
Which might be something from what you did today.
Might be.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really know either. We'll have to see. I've got a whole bunch of papers back over here.
But yeah, there's also even more from...
Yes. Okay, so I experimented slightly. I mean, I didn't actually sew anything together. But I got this, found this when I was cleaning. It's hemp jewelry cord. And it's interesting stuff. All right, so this is the Jack Richardson paper, which I'm going to make a new template for my little thing here. Okay, so here's what I did. I tied, see these? I think they look kind of cute. I mean, I don't hate that they're coming out there. But I've got this, and I've got 3 of them here. And they're equally spaced. I didn't go all the way because remember, I messed up and sewed down the ends. So I don't have access to the end one. And I thought 3's enough anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this
Hey, Barbara.
lacing stitch here. Shall I do it? Take it out and do some of it?
Sure, I think that people would enjoy that.
All right. I was going to use this cord, actually. Use this cord. But I just think it's, I don't know that I think it's
too
kind of
stark.
heavy. And too dark. And I really don't have any black per se here.
I mean, not in that
Okay,
heavy
this
of a
is sort of
concentration.
like tying your shoes. Or lacing up your shoes. So you just start and you just put it through on the end. Then what you do is whatever side that you're on, you go through. Is that right? No. Take that around back. Take this one around front. The back side comes to the front, and the front side goes to the back.
Through the same hole.
Through the same hole. I'm trying to hold this so y'all can see this, and so I can see it. That's always helpful.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I've got my one that is on the back side here.
It's really crisscross and loop around.
Crisscross and loop around.
Through the same hole.
Yeah, but don't go inside. Jeez. All right, let's just start over here. All right.
So it loops up
See?
and in.
And then this one goes through here.
Now it was below the other one, but that's fine.
Yeah. All right. Now, here, take that to the back, take this to the front, go through, and go through. Okay?
I think you got it.
Everybody got it?
Got it? If not, just, repeat. And you can watch that a little bit over and over.
Yeah. And there you go. And you just get down to the end, and all I did was just did an overhand knot. And the other thing that I want to talk about here is that when I got down to the end here, okay, it's just twisting, the cord's twisting.
Yeah.
It's right. I just take that, and you can do anything you want to do with it. You can feed it back through there and make it totally disappear, but I just thought it'd be kind of cool this is hanging out on the end, or I could make it hanging out on the top. And the other reason is because this cord, it comes untied really easily because it's nylon and it's slick. So leaving that tail there, and I might even put a little dab of glue there to hold it in place.
Oh.
Okay, so here was my thought, and Stacey said, this will be the point of attachment where the cord crosses. And what I'm talking about is when I'm going through there, I will just take and cross both of those over through this little loop here, and that's what's going to hold it in place.
I thought you were just going to tie it on with those, because I think it'd probably be a heck of a lot easier to have your thing laced up like it is already, then tie it onto the journal. Because if you're fighting with having to do the crisscross thing after you have... This is why it's important to discuss these things.
Yes, it is. And what is it? What was the little Chinese fortune cookies thing?
Be prepared to modify your plan.
Be prepared. Well, let's just try it out and see if Mariah's right.
Because I think it's going to be tricky to do that
Okay.
while you're...
So now this was my...
Plus, you can probably line it up better to where you want it.
All right, so I want this to be here. So I just put it through here, right? And put it through here. I don't know. I haven't done it. This is it. You're seeing it live and in person.
Her ideas.
My ideas. Cinch that baby up there.
See, it's going to be better to do it afterwards because you're going to be able to...
Shush. Okay.
There's agreement in the chat with me as well.
There is?
And Diane says you could use a bulb pin to attach it. You could even just...
What?
A bulb pin. I think she means like even just a... What are the ones that you link that stuff with? Metal. Little hooky.
Oh, an earring kind of thing.
Yeah. She's bound and determined to just say, well, you might be right.
I like the way that looks.
Well, I don't doubt that you do, and I don't think that it's going to throw off the look of it. I just think the ease of actually getting it done. Plus being able to line it up exactly where you want it.
Okay, now what happened here?
Oh, you could crochet down that side. Yeah, you could do that.
That's a thought. Okay, so both of those went through there. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to have to work on this. But I'm sorry. I don't want to use metal.
Okay.
Because I think it will chafe onto the
Oh,
fabric.
yeah, and it could even get kind of caught up on there.
I think it would abrade the surface after a while. So
Yeah.
it's got to be something with the...
But, okay, close up your book a second and show the outer tied bits, because those can be untied.
Oh, yeah.
So you can loop them back in and hook it in exactly where you want them.
Oh.
Once it's done, that's what I'm trying to tell you. See, she didn't understand that.
I didn't know what you were talking about.
So
I think you're at that. Yes.
Weave it up, get it everything up.
Yeah. Okay.
Hook it in, tie it. Dunsies.
Yes.
And then Anne would like us to do some kind of explanation and maybe even some kind of printable how-to guide. Once we got it worked out, Anne, we might do that.
We shall endeavor to do that.
Might be a blog.
But aren't these gorgeous colors? And look at that. I mean, this one I've definitely decided it looks really good with. Look how this color here. I mean, those are just perfect.
Yes.
And then that little bit of gold in all of those. But then we've got this one down here. The only one I really am not too crazy about is this end one down here. I don't know. It's kind of...
Yeah.
I think they would all work.
I agree.
And that way I could use a whole different color to do the lacing with. Alrighty. Oh, now I have to show you the other one. And this is also a definite possibility for, and this is, I don't know what they call this, but it's a kind of binding that some people use for their books. I just call it the blanket binding stitch. So if you were doing,
I think it's kind of like stab binding.
I don't know, but it's a blanket stitch as far as I'm concerned. But you can see that that would easily be something.
I think that's a better one.
It's a little cleaner, isn't it?
It's cleaner.
It's not so busy and...
I like that one, and I think it fits the look of the book better.
Okay, well, I just tend to have a tendency to agree with that. Okay, well, let's just take this out for a minute.
But we could take pictures of these, and I could even do it from the side. And if P can write up a little bit of an explanation, especially now that we have a better understanding of what it's going to,
well,
how it's going to be
I don't want
attached.
to necessarily attach this one because this is not the one that's going to be.
No, these are just samples.
These are just the little sample pieces that I...
Test it out.
All right, this is my clean off for my stars. And that
It looks
kinda
great.
Cool.
That looks really great. You should
Yeah.
print over that.
Print on the back. Put something on the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this one is very, very easy to do. You just start off with your double. It kind of has a memory here.
And for any of you that have a channel, have any of you, I know Kylie Koo did an amazing stab binding, very quick, very precise, like, explanation. But if any of you have those of you that have channels, message me. If you have a link to, like, how to do a stab binding or you've done different binding techniques, message me with the link to your video. And if and or when I get that blog up, I will include it.
This one's just so easy to do because you just, and it's, the string's all kinked up here.
That's one thing I don't like about that cord, because like once you
put it down, it's kind of dunsies.
Well, and
but
holds,
you just hold it out. It holds its.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry. So Sonia says it is Japanese stab binding and then blanket stitch for needlework. It's technically the same thing.
Okay. Well, here's why my... All right, well, this is driving me absolutely bonkers here.
Well,
I'm just going to take this all out and start.
That cord, I'm telling you, is your biggest problem.
We'll just use some of this crap color that I don't like. Let's see how this works.
Anne also says that you might want to try a large tapestry needle instead of trying to thread through with just the cord.
I do have a tapestry needle, and I did use it for when I was going to use it to pierce, but I decided not to. I decided that I was just going to... all right, well, this is kind of stiff. Okay. And then you just go along here and you just hold your cord out here.
I think this is an easy...
Put it through and pull through the loop.
Loop back under.
Yeah. So it's so easy.
I think this is a brilliant one. I like the look of it.
I mean, there's just not any way that you can mess this up, basically.
Unless you have cording that you've already done it with and it's just fighting you.
It has a memory. I wasn't put in there like that.
That
What
wasn't
are you talking
how.
about? That wasn't me. Somebody else.
Oh, Kathy says tape the little ends together with some washi.
Oh, there
Brilliant.
you go.
I'll tell you, this is I love hanging out with y'all.
There you go. Yeah.
Got
And then I won't
ideas.
have to worry about, trying to fall apart. And I don't know why all of a sudden I started out with them even, but they never end up even. Gosh, I'm looking through the bottom of my glasses and they're dirty. I'm fumbling.
Are you fumbling?
Fumbling, fumbling, fumbling. And there you are.
Oh. Yeah, I guess the cloud passed over Texas back now. Okay, good. I was going to say, I didn't see any.
What is it?
It froze for a second. for them. I didn't see it over here, which is kind of weird because normally I do. But, you know, YouTube. Yay.
But anyway, that's my idea here. And the thing about it is, you know, if I want to add more pages, I just think it's going to be really an easy thing to do, because all I'm going to have to do is just add another little loop.
Yes.
And then each loop's going to have its own page. So they're not fighting with each other, and they're going to lie down properly. Because I think Carrie mentioned that he was slightly concerned that about that. And that has been something that, you know, I've been thinking about as we go along.
All right.
All right.
Okay, we froze, but we thawed quickly. Very good. Very good, very good.
All right.
And look at that. I mean, we got 4 minutes, but I think we can kind of wrap this up as far as, okay, so Thursday, birthday party for P. We will be opening up Happy Mail and seeing where that gets us. We might be doing some, I really want to do the swatching of the embossing powders because I think that'll be fun.
I'm really excited about that because if the colors are somewhat like I think they are, what I think would be cool is to take like the stars here.
Okay.
And emboss the stars.
All right, so I think maybe what the plan should be is that we start out with the camera on your side. And then you can open presents, do all of that business.
Oh, okay, yes.
And then I'll move the camera over here and we can swatch out the colors. We'll try to do that fairly quickly.
And I'll read the chat.
And then that way you can then, yes, either read chat or you can just hang out at your birthday. I can probably dual handle kind of things.
Well, I need something to do, or
Okay.
I'm gonna.
You can do the chat thing, but then we'll have the swatches to figure out which ones
are gonna go
well. Because
yeah.
Maya said it was pretty important. Like she said, some of them are more see-through than probably what we see in the jar.
Yes.
So,
we don't really know what they are because we haven't done anything.
Exactly. All right, guys. Once again, super duper fun time. Thank you to those of you that hang out with us throughout the stream, and thank you to those of you that watch the replays. Please come back, leave us comments, let us know. You know what we got right, what we got wrong. You know, let us know if we, you know, if you have ideas. We love those. I love reading the comments. And then we will be back here on Thursday, which will be P's birthday. Bye, guys.
Bye.